Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Okay, we're here. We did it. Month's over. The month is over. Last trading day of the month. June actually went pretty damn quick. Pretty quick. Alrighty, what are we looking at here today? So, overnight inventory is long. At least, I would say 70%, maybe 80% of the tradings above yesterday's close. So we'll look for overnight inventory correction. We're at the close now. It's already corrected quite a bit. Look and see if that overnight low holds. And of course, if we take out the overnight low, we're going to see where the bids are down here. That's where we're looking at on the lower end of this. Basically, for longer time frames, we've got position here under 66. So here's the deal. If we can't get back up over 75.11, we are going to rotate all the way back down to 73.91. This back and forth will continue until we get one of these directions. So let's see what happens today. Okay. You got to remember that the 4th is coming up. Friday is a holiday, which means all big traders will be done business by today. We did not actually fill the gap at all, Raj. We spent time in Globex filling that gap, but right now, if the market opened, we have not gotten into the gap. So that's, remember, nighttime business, right? Prices get out of hand, people will pay more, or people will be able to buy at cheaper prices. Either way, substantial discounts or premiums in Globex to the previous day. That's really what, hey, let's see if this works, right? Let's see if you guys can identify with this. If I say prices at night were higher than yesterday, which means people were willing to pay more at night, or I say, hey, at night, we had a bit of a sale at night compared to the previous day, would that help you understand inventory a bit better? If I go, hey, you know what? Late night prices are they're a little expensive compared to yesterday. Or, wow, the night market stuff's at a discount. Just kind of so you can reframe and keep a clear head, which is going to be a full-time job for the rest of the year. Keeping a clear head and the ability to course correct That's going to keep the traders who make money from the traders who lose money. The ability to keep a clear head and the ability to course correct and change. Because when you're trading and you're not making money, you're long and you're not making sales, you're short and you're not able to buy it back. Those are signals that your business is not working. So are you going to ignore those signals, or are you going to go, ooh, maybe I need to correct, do a little course correction, right? Does that make sense to you guys? Right? We need it to make sense so you guys understand, so you can actually use it. Because a lot of trading education is some guy talking and blah, 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 blah. But how do you actually use it to make money? Right? You got to be able to use it in a practical way. Right? Hey, Kevin, how's it going? All right, enough pontificating. Let's get to work. So we're trapped in this balance area here between 92 and 75.01. I feel it'll be a little choppy. What information can you derive from inventory is net long short, but the volume is distributed tightly or spread around the profile? Oh, just means bigger range of business, bigger range of prices, right? That's all. Yeah, the cool thing about this business, about our business, is we rarely have to overcomplicate it. There's certain things that hold true. Like the look above and fail of 75.01 is not happening now because inventory for the last 6 hours has been above 75.01. You see? Check this out. We trapped all these people long. They sold out, but there's some buying here. So we're right in the middle of cost basis. Cost basis, sell, put it on sale, sell. Now let's see what comes in the door. Let's see what the cat drags in on the open, right? Our trades are simple trades, right? Our trades are based around supply, too much supply, and price being put on sale because dealers are competing, right? Right? That's why price competition happens, right? We will not be undersold. You've heard that, right? You guys have all heard that. Here at Crazy Eddie's House of Stereos, we will not be undersold. You bring in somebody's sale price and we'll match it. Now, come on, you guys have heard that, right? You must have heard of that one, right? You have to have heard that one, right? You bring in somebody else's price, we'll match it, right? Or beat it. Anything to get the sale, right? We will not be undersold. It's hustle, right? So look now, do we have to put it on sale under 92? Right? Do we have to sell it underneath cost basis? And when we do, does that bring in buyers? Where is it going to bring in buyers? Where are they going to puke this thing down to? Right? We're past the 5 p.m. close. So we've already corrected inventory according to the theory of tagging the close. Okay. Now we've got some stops at 90 and 88 and down here. Now, if you don't have If you don't have a TPO chart, you can use a half-hour candle. You see? And you can see the exact same things happening except on a larger time frame of business. That's all time frame is. You see? So if you wanted to draw out your stops, you just go and put them at the bottom of these candles, right? Very simple. These are your lower stops. Just use the bottom of every candle. How is that useful? Well, that's the targets for one. So say you're short under 99. You're looking for just here, the bottom of that candle at 91.5. That's going to be your first target. Now, do you notice something on this half-hour candle? Check this out. Look, there's the level where the stop is. Look at the bottom of that candle. You don't care if it's a wick or a wick, it's where the print is. So this candle has 3 minutes left. Look at the lows. Ah, you get it? What I'm talking? Does any light bulbs going off? The bid has moved up. It was here last time, or actually it was here. It's moved up. Buyers in the space. There you go, Jimmy. Beautiful. Now you're cooking with gas. And you know at the top of that candle, that's where the sellers are going to be. Just like on the 1 minute, it's the same deal. It's the same thing. It's just showing you business over a different time frame. That's all it is. Pretty cool. Simple life, right? So we're going to open inside yesterday's range, inside yesterday's value area, at the top of yesterday's range. I got to say I'm a little short biased just because of inventory. All right. Oh, yes. I forgot. There's LC to remind us of the price probe. How are things in Rye, LC? Going to the country club today? The best one was where private equity guy wanted to buy that lady's horse. And he's like, I've brought my horse riding shoes. May I mount the pony? Oh, it was just crazy. What is a price probe? A price probe is a spike in the last half hour of trading TBD. And it's a market profile thing where they'd say, in the last half hour of trading, we put in a new high or a new low, this time a new high. If the market had actually accepted up here at the end of the day, then the probe would have held. Here, the probe is useless because it probes and then deprobes, which means it closes down here. So a price probe is like when it throws price up, will it stay above the probe? But here it didn't even hold for the day. Exactly. Now that there, Elsie's got a good way of saying it, where we extend the range in the last half hour of the day. That's exactly it. See there, I was waiting for you to say that. The auction is limited due to time. People, market profile people love saying that. The auction is limited due to time. And people are like, what the hell does that mean? I mean, the store's going to close. What does that mean, JJ? It means the store's closing. Get out. All right, let's see what we got. Sorry. Uh, Alrighty, we had a seller just here at 75.02 on the half-hour candle, right? Let's see if it pokes its head above that or if it can take out that previous day high. If it can't, there's that rotation down that we're looking for. I'm a mess here. I don't. Oh, there's my DOM. Jeez, I was wondering where the hell I had it. Good thing too, because I was wrong. Saved by laziness. I couldn't find my DOM to put the order in, and it's a good thing too, because I wanted to short 98, stop 75.01, and I would have been sucking wind right now. So that's cool. Sometimes your laziness will save you money. Now, can we stick the 7,500s? Can we, if we buy this, right? If you're a buyer here, right? If you are buying this and we break, you're looking for 75.11. Okay. Now this is a fairly big 1 minute candle. Let's see the next one if we get any retrace. I don't like buying a market when it's running at its highs. I would love another retest of VWAP. Here we go. This is exactly what I want. Yeah, very smart. See, this is why I wanted to wait. Because normally I would have rushed in and bought the twos, and now I'm stopped out. Right? Stopped out ugly. Right? Sure thing, Jack. The TPO, this is like a map of the city. Okay? And if I want to trade here, I'll go and look at the map of the neighborhood here. Do you see? This is for execution. This is for knowing where you are. Does that make sense? So this is the map of the city, and this is the map of the neighborhood we're in. And that's how you use them together. And like I said, if you don't have a TPO chart, you can just use a half-hour candle chart. It'll do the same. Map of the city, right? And then map of the neighborhood we're in. Hey, Jam, what's going on? So now I'm looking for a look below and fail of 92 half because the one at 75.01 is really not working out. Well, that's where I got the TPO stuff from, Milo. I got it from Dalton. I'm just trying to make it more practical. That's all. I'm just trying to make it more practical. Because the only problem with his work is he doesn't tell you where to take the trade. Actionable, yeah. His work is great work. It's just hard for retail. That's the problem. We got sellers at VWAP at 75.01 too. And they kind of stopped selling here at 96, 97. He doesn't actually call it that. He taught that to Resnicek. Resnicek taught it to me. But they don't talk about it. It's not their go-to trade. For me, it's my go-to trade. I'm sorry, I'm long 8 at 7,500. 7,501. I bought it I clipped the offers as it came up. And I'm just selling them now. I've got a few left here. And I'm just blasting them into this. I love selling into a breakout. You know, come break it out, I'll sell into it. Thank you. So I waited as soon as it ripped 7,500 and 7,501, I bought contracts off the offer. Sorry, Honey Badger, I was going long when you were asking that question. That's why I didn't answer. Sorry. Now, why did I go long? Well, because I saw that the bids were moving higher. Zip, zip, zip. Right? So when it crossed VWAP, I grabbed the offer. And I threw my orders up right as soon as I was long, I was selling. Because I know it's not going to last long, right? I got 30 seconds to get in, get out, steal the diamonds, and be gone. You guys get it? Does this make sense? Right? It's a fast trade. It has to be done quickly. You can't dilly-dally. You can't be in there trying to steal the diamonds and then stop to have a cappuccino at the museum bar. Right? Right? You got to get in and out. No, I'm fast trying to pug. There's an execution video from last week where I show you how to put orders in on a DOM. You just got to be quick. You got to remember, I've done over like millions of trades. I've been doing this for 34 years. And where I come from, it's just last week. If you just go in, I'll send it to you here. Where is it? Do. Let me grab it. There's the link. So if you want to practice your trading, put in a bid, put in the stop. As soon as the bid gets filled, throw your sell order out. Do that 1,000 times. Right? Trading is a physical skill. Until they stick that thing into our brain with Elon, we still have to like manipulate the mouse, right? Hey, Badir, what's going on? Right? Yeah, it's for the folks in the room. I do these execution labs, and then I post them in the room. I do have a new video out today. I have not had one person. Okay, I've had one person. Talk to me about the video I posted this morning. I bet you none of you have even seen it. Yeah, we don't charge that much non-unique user. We only charge like $40 a month, $50 a month. It's not a lot of money. And we will make sure that you get value for your dollar. right? It's a 12-minute video on how to look at candles. And if you watch that, it's going to change your life because you're going to take all of these candle patterns and chart patterns and throw them away. And you're going to start looking at the chart to tell you what's actually going on in the business, and it's going to change your life because it's going to simplify things so you can focus on execution. Okay. We want to keep analysis simple because the execution is hellish difficult, right? Okie dokie. What's next? Choppy back and forth. This is just distribution, right? This stuff that we had to buy on the liquidation, we're just losing it up here. Lightening the load, cashing up the wallet, so to speak, right? You got to remember when we buy inventory, it takes up capital. So as soon as somebody shows us a bid, ooh, right? I'm long at 95. Oh, you want to buy it at 75.01? You know what? It hurts me to do it, but I'll sell you 2. Where do I stand? I can sell you 3 at 3, 5 at 4, 8 at 7, and I got 20 for sale up at 7.5. How do you stand? That's how we used to trade in the old days. What do you got? What do you need? That's what's still going on. It's just going on electronically. That's all. So now we've got that seller up here. If we take that seller and they see buyers, they're going to lift their price all the way up. This was a nice little balance zone that happened a couple hours before the open, right? There was a beautiful back and forth here between, what the heck was that? 75, 17, and 10. Beautiful. In fact, now it's acting as resistance. There you go, Moran. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. If we can stay above this 5-6 area, I'm looking for 75, 11.5 again. Okay. Oh. Guys, I'm looking to add content. How many of you guys are early risers and would watch something like a pre-market 20-minute show, stocks to watch, what's going on, general market conditions, anything that sticks out? I'm thinking of doing something. I don't know whether to do it on Spaces or do it on YouTube. Kind of maybe better than doing something at the close. I know there's a lot of people doing those kind of shows. See, there's the thing, right? Does Anne-Marie do that every morning? Maybe I can have her on as a guest. Not Twitter? Okay. Oh. I was thinking more of something like what's shaking? A word on the street, what's shaking out there? Right? Maybe talk a little bit about deals. I should actually start watching her on YouTube every morning. I will do that. Maybe I'll do it at another time. We'll see. Yeah, Anne-Marie's great. She's a good friend of the room. What is with this Bitcoin? Jesus, doesn't anybody want to buy it anymore? It's completely lost the bid at 60K. Ugh. Guess I'll be a buyer at 42,000 on Bitcoin. On a look below and fail. Okay. 75.10, 75.11. Anne-Marie Band, she is a lady. She's written a book. She's been on a trading room. She's someone who started out not in the industry and actually became successful. A very, very, she's like 1% of the traders, but she did take her, she went through the spanking machine when she was learning. Really nice lady. So she lost quite a bit of money. We don't want you to go through that. So that's why I try and do it the cheap way. Use funded trader accounts, until you know what you're doing, you know, stay small, learn your craft. It's a very long A period, Raj. Oh my God, we still have 13 minutes left. I thought it was almost over, and then I looked at the clock. Yikes. Leaping lizards. Ooh, is it Friday yet? Is it Friday yet? Not yet? Okay. So, do you notice something? Where is it now? Oh, look at that. It matched right up with the previous day, Pock. What a curious coincidence. Anyway, highs are getting lower, but also the lows are getting higher. It's very choppy, but we're in distribution. On a smaller time frame, we're taking this 7,500 and under product and we're selling it up here. Every time we put it on sale and get close to VWAP, buyers come in and they raise price. How long will that continue? I have no clue. So right now, I don't see a trade for myself. Gun to your head, I would buy 4 and sell 8. Right? I would just buy 4 and sell 8 every time it did that. If you had a gun to my head and you made me trade, right? Buy some at 4, 5, sell 6, 7, 8, right? So speaking of POCs or points of control, or really what a POC is supposed to be called, is where is all the crap priced at? So the overnight POC and yesterday's POC, the inventory is priced at 74.96. Today's developing point of control showing the distribution is higher at 4.5. See that? The lower price stuff is being sold up here. Here we're getting good prices, then we put it on sale. Once we come down there, we stop, pop it, drop it. Boop, 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 boop. Look familiar? Is it tradable? I'm sure it is if I was a bit more dialed in. I do admit as I'm not as dialed in as I should be. I had a good Globex and I had a good couple of trades in RTH. So I'm down and just kind of like waiting, you know? Good, Milo. You see the distribution. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is underneath where all the inventory from February till now is, even going back further. That's not good. I'm going to do a video. I'll kind of do a quarter roundup, end of quarter, something for you guys to watch over the long weekend. I'll go over some stocks. If you want me to look at certain stocks, DM me, you know. Hey, JJ, can you look at this? Can you look at that? Oh, there we go. Beautiful stop run, right? Nice. Beautiful. Well, exactly, Raj. It's everyone who shorted here and added here, they just decided to go, oh, let's go cover, right? To fill the gap, we got to go to 75.27 quarter on ES. If you got enough people trapped under 18, it'll push all the way. It'll push all the way to 27. That's just short covering. That is a lot of dealer short covering. Today is the last trading day of the month. You got to make sure your trading blotters clean. There are people who have to do business. And when they come in for size, the market moves. The problem is it's hard to hide size in these markets. Those are really the holy crap candles, right? I'm short between 92 and 96. Oh, I'll just add some more between 75.03 and 10. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, now it's like it's 10 bid. Now it's 12 bid. Now it's 13. Oh, crap. Buy it back. Where did I get filled? 18. Dang it. SPX gap filled. Thanks, Mike. On retracement, we're looking for bids at 17. 17 and a half. Just right here. I'd love this candle to come down under 17. Ah, come on. Don't be like that. I don't want to pay 20 for it. Come down under 17, 18 and pop back over the 18 and I'll buy it at 19. I'm not chasing it. What do you think? This is an ice cream truck? Get out of here. There we go. Give me a good price. See, that's tempting to buy that, but no. Wait. Wait for it. It'll feel late. Wait for the next candle to open. and watch the low of that candle, right? Long 20, selling 23, 22 and a quarter. I got 2 left, selling 24. Oh no, 23 and a half. 1 left, long at 20 quarter, out at 23 and 3/4. There you go. That's how you trade a breakout. Why am I trading a breakout? Because the inventory is underneath us and we did a look below and fail of 18. It's a simple trade. I didn't buy 18, I bought 20s. And I had to take the offer. Took the offer and threw it out right away. Right? It's all you need to do. Right? Simple. Yeah, James, these big candles, you can make a couple of points inside a candle. It's a beautiful thing. Nice, ATL. I love the ES because of the energy of that one friend who's crazy enough to. Oh my God. How do you tell inventories below? Simple. Time and volume have traded below us. So, Jet, you're new to the room, right? My brother, this is inventory here. That's inventory. That's inventory. Price is here. We're going to take this cheap crap and we're going to sell it higher. Real simple. Real simple. Don't worry. You'll get used to these terms, right? It's just, don't worry. We'll brainwash you soon enough, right? All you'll think about is inventory. Buy it, sell it. If they keep coming, raise price. It's a beautiful thing. It is time and volume traded. You got half of it. You're half there. Cool. I like going long. Somebody's doing all the work, you know? You just get in the car and they push it higher. Selling is a pain in the butt these days. Selling markets that have a limited amount of supply is a pain in the butt. Don't get me wrong, it can be done and it is profitable. But a lot of times I'll miss the short and I'll just wait for the counter inventory long. It's way less stressful. It's really less stressful. Ever since they changed the shorting rules in 2005, they took a lot of the fun out of shorting, which really changed the dynamics of how shorting works. And then with electronic execution, oh my God, don't even get me started. Right? Don't even get me started. There's no slippage, unless it's a volatile market. Look, even though the top of the candles were getting lower. Oh, okay. what I saw was this. Oh, we filled the gap. Sorry, guys. Beautiful. Gap is filled. They should sell into it here. Look for bids at 18. So Italian trader, what I did, when it did this and it poked its head up, if you rewind the YouTube, at this point, you'll hear me say, wait for it, wait for it. And then this candle, when it dipped underneath, and then when this candle, remember I was saying, wait for it, wait for it. What was I waiting for? This is a really good question. You're looking for bids at 17 again. Here we go. That's where they were before. Watch, here we go. So there's the bid again. Look, space between the bottom of the candle and the level. Aha. It'll probably fill. Watch. Now it fills. Then you look for here, right? So what I did was I was high. I was waiting for this, and when it took that 21, I quickly bought there. I just took the offers, and when it took the offers, as soon as it took the offers, I threw so the sequence of events on the trade is you buy, you put your stop here, and then you put your sell order in and you're out immediately. Nice work, Doug. Here's another one. Look below and fail. I should have taken that. Here I would have been buying 20, stop 18, right? And I'd probably be selling 23, 24. Right? There's the seller right there. Can you see the seller? Check it out. There they are. Same trade. This one happened faster. This one took 3 minutes. This one took 1. Supply's running out. That's what that tells you. This right here is telling you that supply is running out on the second time. It took longer here than it did here. If we take that A high, it'll run even more stops. Everything is tactical, right? None of this stuff happens by coincidence. None of it is coincidental. This is business. You're looking for the gap fill to see whether supply ran out, Jimmy. That's the takeaway. So you shouldn't be shorting when supply runs out. Does that make sense? It's just like saying barometric pressure is 101.3 kilopascals. It's just a piece of information. Okay? It means we ran out of supply and we had to go into the ES storeroom to find the Kaiser rolls. That's all we had to do, right? Not a big deal, right? So if a gap fills and then we get accepted above the gap like we are now, it's telling us that supply conditions are thin and we should be focusing on going long instead of shorting. That's the kind of takeaway, right? Now, fancy traders will try and short the gap fill, which is an extremely complicated trade, one that you have to be very quick on, right? And 9 out of 10 times you're going to screw it up. I'm just being honest. After the fact, some of those trades look really, really good, right? Just like when a guy jumps a motorcycle over 3 school buses, right? After the fact, it looks good. But when you go to do it yourself, it's not going to be that easy. So keep these trades. These are where you want to remember the movie Hitch when he's teaching the king or queens how to dance. This is your spot right here. You don't leave this spot, right? You don't need to do any spins. You don't need to do any twirls. You don't need to do the splits. You're not one of the 4 tops. Gladys Knight is not around, right? Or you're not MC Hammer. So you just stay right there. That's your comfort zone until you start making $5,000 a day. Then you can start branching out and experimenting. This way, I'm always going to pull you guys back into focus. Back to focus, back to focus. As that private equity guy says, all I care is that you guys print. Print means make money. We should see some kind of a backfill, Moran. Let's see. Being that it's the last day of the month. Oh, sorry, Milo. I confused you too. Sorry, I just saw the M. Being that it's the last day of the month, I'm curious to see. I think we might just go back and forth in the gap and kind of fill it out here. You know, between here and here. Just kind of. That would be good. Build out some structure. I know it's boring, but it would be healthy. Oh. Oh yeah, there's that weird June holiday with the little mini session. Right? Exactly. The Q-tip. Yeah, you don't want to be doing the Q-tip, right? Just stick to the look below and fail, right? Stick to the look below and fail. I think if I'm going to do a prediction, I think maybe we get a P profile here. And we just go sideways like this and build out a P. You know what I mean? Like, where did we have one last time? I haven't had one. Yeah, I think a P profile. That would be good. Yeah, we're referring from this one here. The 19th to this. And then we got up into it. Yesterday we got up here into over 7,500. So this is the gap that we just filled. Yeah. What else is going on out there? Maybe we get a nice, maybe we get like an 18 to 28. I could go for this. What do you guys think? 18 to 28 and just go back and forth. I could trade that all day. Let's go check on the cool kids. Okay, that's holding 13, thank goodness. That stock's got to hold 12. Otherwise, it's done. This thing, ugh. I'm looking at these stocks not because I'm long. I have a friend who's long, even though I told him not to buy it. This Corning is just amazing. 270. Should have loaded the boat at 40 bucks on that thing. How's Rotten Ronnie's 269? Everyone's got indigestion. Google's still under 360. So I haven't looked at deals. Just trying to see what's going on in the end of this quarter. Everything seems off a little bit, but that's good. Microsoft would be nice to get a look below and fail of 327. That would be cool. See if we can get back down to 18. Oof. A President's mining deal is still at $3. That'll be an interesting company. I wonder what they're going to do with that. Gotta love a $3 penny stock. Okay, so we got some bids at 20, 19. Lifted the offers all the way to 26. You would have had to been really concentrated to take that long. 21, 22 to 24, 26. I wasn't even looking at the chart. Full disclosure. I was looking at the new Trump mining deal. So if the candle starts slowing down, if business starts getting slow, right? Long at 21, sold at 25, beautiful. Job done. Now it's Miller time. Now it's Miller time. You're done. See if we can hold the 18s. Nice work, Dave. Nice work. Good, good, good. Do you notice how the bids and the offers get held at the open of a candle? No, I haven't. It's an interesting observation. You mean that the price trades it at that level and you don't get a fill? Or am I misinterpreting? No, interesting. I have not noticed that. If you can, try and screenshot it or something. Or record your screen. Be curious. Okay, we know we got sellers at 25. Starting to get slow, right? We're just going back and forth in that gap. Be interesting if that point of control moves up in here. Oh, there it is. Huh, right there. Right, so we're just filling out that gap back and forth. Yeah, definitely. See, here's the cost basis from yesterday. Let me just zip this over. So this is 70% of yesterday's inventory is here. They sold a good amount of it in the overnight, and you can see that it's being distributed here, right? The bulk of the inventory, as you say, is that 7490 to 7500 exactly. That big chunk of it here, you see? Nice work, Tristan. You know, Jay, if I don't notice it, I can't use it in trading. And for me to use it in trading, it's something that I have to be comfortable with, right? So if I notice it and I track it and it works over time and it's an edge we can use, definitely we can use it. But I haven't even noticed it to use it. So I always just wait for the offer to lift, wait for that bottom of the candle to print, and then take the long, right? Let me see. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. So the space between the bottom of that candle and the bottom of the red candle, right? Yeah. So the bid is moved up from 14 to 16, and next retracement, the bid comes down all the way to 19, which is the bottom of that candle. Well, not the wick, but the bottom of the body. So what happened was when the market came down to that 75.19, if you look at that 75.19 as like a glass door, hang on, let me just open it in a browser. So let me screenshot that, right? So if you actually, when the market came down, this is like a glass door, and the algos see a whole bunch of buyers lined up here. So they automatically pull price up, and then the bid moves up, then it comes back and checks it out again, right? And the buyers have moved up. Boom, same. Buyers have moved up, and you'll see the lows moving higher as the buyers are following the sellers higher. Good observation. Good observation. And you'll see that. You see it here, you'll see it everywhere. Yeah, cool. Now you're starting to observe the little subtleties that you can take a trade off that. Yeah, there you go. Now it's starting to make more sense. Nice work. Nice work. Well done, Christian. Well done. Keep at it, man. Keep at it. That consistency is beautiful. Don't have to make a lot, just make a little bit every day. And if you have a bad day, don't lose it all back, right? Just do nice, smart, intelligent business. Some days aren't going to be that great. Some days you're going to do really well. On days that you do well, take that money and put it away and don't spend it. Right? We had a buddy. If you walked outside the stock exchange building, walked across the street, there were 3 stereo stores. And our buddy Marv had a store, and he said every day at 1 o'clock, 1:30 after the close, when the market's closed in Vancouver, it's like 4 o'clock East Coast. All the guys who had a good day, if you had a 20,000, 30,000, $100,000 day, you just walk right across the street and buy like a new TV. Marv used to sell so much stuff, you know. And you could just look through the doors and see them coming. It's like, oh, I better raise the price of that amp, you know. Steady profits, man. Steady profits. That's the way to do it. Consistency, right? That's the biggest thing. Are you going to have capital tomorrow to trade with? It's okay if you don't make any money today. You don't have to. Just don't lose it all, right? Sometimes you don't see the market. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you're sick. And these aren't excuses because you don't have the luxury of going, turning off the screen and being down 20 grand. Oh, I can make it back tomorrow. You don't have that luxury, right? So just be intelligent about how you do business, right? This right here is the distribution's getting tighter and tighter. I would not trade this, right? A look below and fail of 75.18, or if we got a nice seller and broke VWAP, maybe we could have a nice short. But it's the last day of the month. I had a good month, right? After being sick all of April and taking May to get back my chops, June was good. So I'm not going to screw it up. You know what I mean? Just take it easy, relax. If I see a good trade, maybe J low or the J low inventory correction, we'll see. Do you guys have any questions? Are you guys up for an execution class tomorrow at 11? Or are you guys into like summertime mode, as the Fresh Prince would say? Because Friday's a holiday. Let's do an execution class tomorrow at 11 in the room. I'll post the link. Oh, look, we're catching some bids. And I'm putting the finishing touches. No, 11 a.m. Eastern time, Jay. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to short this. See, look, check this out. You'll see the same pattern. Those of you who like patterns will like this, right? So what you're doing in these markets is you're accumulating inventory to sell it at higher prices. And the beautiful thing is if you can accumulate inventory and then sell it here, and if you hold price steady, they'll come in and buy. So you buy all this stuff here, you go sell it, you go sell it. Ooh, then you put it on sale, but you put it on sale right back to this cost basis. It brings buyers and off you go. Off to the races again, right? Then we find a nice place up here and we go sideways again. And we keep doing that. And the longer you go sideways, what that does is that promotes price stability. The market is built to move up. Build it, they will come. Field of dreams, right? Build it. If you build the chart, they will come, right? The chart is a party invitation. This chart is telling people it's safe to come in and buy, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a guy in a hockey mask with a chainsaw waiting for you, right? Come in, we'll give you a cappuccino, right? Listen to the smooth sounds of like modern jazz as you're shopping, right? It's a beautiful, relaxed environment. Of course, your contracts will be worth more in half an hour. How could you not? Look at this beautiful chart. And that's how you distribute. Build it, they will come. Good stuff, Keith. Okay, folks. Where's our next set of stops? I gotta go clean this chart up here. There will be stops at 75.43. Up here at 75.48. Just at the top of all these places. That's where the stops will be. Now, I don't know if we're going to get up here today. I mean, but it is the end of the month. Anything can happen, right? End of the month going into the 4th. It's like the 250, right, of the 4th. 250 years old. Oh, what the heck? Have a good quarter, you know? There, everything's all set. There you go, my friends. I'm going to leave you for now. Thank you very much for being with me. We will see you all tomorrow morning. I'm on at 7 o'clock in the morning, UK time. Sorry, 7:30 in the morning, UK time, and then at around 2:15 in the afternoon, UK time. So that's about 2:45, 2:30, 2:45 New York time, and 9:15 a.m. New York time. Thanks, everyone. Stay out of trouble out there. We will see you soon. If you need me, I'm around. And if you want to learn how to trade, please check out our room. We promise that we will teach you how to do this in an intelligent manner so you can earn a living without overcomplicating your life. Thanks, everyone. Have a great, great day. Appreciate you guys. And don't take candy from strange market makers. We'll see you guys in a bit. Bye for now.